Against all efforts to provide basic education for Ugandan children, over 200,000 who enrolled for secondary education drop out annually. In the 5 years, it's in the excess of 1 million. In the big picture, there will never be enough jobs for Uganda's young population, hard-pressing government to think harder. A leading approach that comes together with the 145 technical and vocational institutes is the apprenticeship. At its core, the student learns by doing and not sitting in the classroom.
What we are trying is to raise awareness, to all general public, to parents, to young people, to understand that once you drop out of senior 1, senior 2, you can use this model and be active in the labor market. In fact, most successful skilled workers all over the world, if you read, you will find that they have been recruited through apprenticeship. Even when you finish the vocational, which is a classroom teaching, you find some go through their apprenticeship system.
How do we get our youth to be interested in some of the sectors? Because now what we have resolved is that we actually give them a chance. 2 to 3 weeks, we face them with different entrepreneurs, and then a student or an apprentice is able to understand that this is where I want to work and not forced down on them. Because we know that with passion, someone can actually do something they want to do.
Government efforts towards promoting this approach to skilling works under the Uganda National Apprenticeship Framework under the Ministry of Gender and Labour. Government has enlisted support of German CSC Koblenz, a training institution that spearheads hands-on learning as an approach to skilling.
Every country needs masons, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, and there's so many other crafts. And from what we've experienced in Germany, there's a lot of potential. And from my 4.5 years here in Uganda, there are many, many gifted young people who are really eager to get some sort of training, be able to implement their talents, their abilities. And this is possible through an apprenticeship because you have somebody guiding you, an expert. You learn by doing.
First aim is to skill in Uganda to push the economy. A part of these young people might come to Germany after learning the language. The language, the first and most important part, to be skilled in Germany. But what we do in Uganda is making structures for advising structures to implement the dual system.
By senior 6, up to 1.2 million students are dropouts. Can this approach be an eminent part of Uganda's education system as it's elsewhere? Because as it stands now, it's not.
Can we change our mindset in such a way that if I finish a course, can I start something? That is also something. That's how for them they have many of those small and medium enterprises. People have been able to start and they are able to employ others and employ themselves too. But we are all looking at the few industries that we have. And everyone is studying, even those ones at university. When I finish school, I go and look for employment. But is that the only option? It is not the only option. And you find someone is on the street for 5 years, is looking for a job.
If your child wants to be a beneficiary of the apprenticeship approach, for now they need to be part of the government's technical and vocational school system, TVET. Betty Ndagire, NTV Weekend Edition.